It's Tuesday, everybody. Hello, my name is Priya Mohan. I am the owner of Sorry Not Sorry here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. And today is day 2 of our sneaky peeks for our January sneak peek release. For those of you who don't know, I know most of you know, what I do is I find.
Who are you?
I'm Priya Mohan. And what I love to do is find incredible, beautiful, pure silk saris from India. This one. And I turn it into clothing that is size inclusive and age inclusive and great for travel that you don't need to clean out of your closet in the new year because it's still going to fit you. So today we are going to be showing you several styles that we're going to be releasing on Sunday, this Sunday, at 11. This Sunday, January 11th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be showing you our 2 sneaky peeks. We did one on Friday, sneaky peek today, sneaky peek on Friday. And then the sale goes live on Sunday at 11. And at 12, we will be doing our final goodbye to all of the pieces who are leaving our store to their better forever homes, and showing you the pieces as they make their way out the door. It's also a great time if there's a piece that you weren't too sure about to ask questions, say, hey, online it looked kind of green. Is it blue? And then that's where we say, yes, it's both green and blue, because that's always the answer. With me is the lovely Shefali.
Hey.
And I have to tell you a little story about this fabric. So I ended up getting the Waterfall in this fabric, and I loved it so much that I'm actually, I should probably share the picture with you guys. I probably will. I actually found yarn that matches all the colors in this, and I'm having this lovely lady, a grandma who loves to crochet me a granny square blanket to match this fabric. That is how enraptured I am with it. And the final piece of this sari is this here shrug. Now, as you know, shrugs can be worn as a shrug, like this. The silk on this is extremely soft, by the way. Sometimes I like to wear my shrug as a scarf, which is one of the reasons why it's so great for travel. So you can just take it and hold it like a rectangle like this. I like to drop one side because you can see when I do that, it adds a little bit of extra length to the bottom. And then I just put one side here on my part, wrap the other side around once and tuck it in. And if this tag weren't here, you would see
it would look so amazing.
It would look so amazing if this tag weren't here. But you can see that. Actually, give that a little turn. You can see that it makes a lovely scarf. So that's another way that you can wear your shirt. Has anyone been able to join us today, Shefali?
Yes, Margaret said happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Before, because she's just that diligent. We have some ladies joining. Jane says, hi, everyone. Happy sneak peek number 2. Jackie says, hi, Shefali. Hey, Jackie. Everyone's paying attention.
Oh, that's so nice. Well, I hope you have a nice warm beverage. It's freezing rain over here today. So we drove very, very carefully to show you these pieces. The first section that I'm showing you are our full price, not wabi-sabi shrugs. And I've already shown you what the shrug style is, but I'm going to try to show you some special details on some of these. Now, this one is a crepe silk. It is extremely soft. I would say the background color is a brown that verges on eggplant. I actually think
it's a vinaigrette.
Yeah. So if you are somebody who purchased the vinaigrette pants, you'll see it's an excellent match. What makes this shrug really pretty and this fabric really pretty? If you don't like the shrug, we probably have other pieces in the same fabric. It's PRC 8638. But here's what I love about it are these beautiful folk figures that you see here. So Shefali, when I get close to the camera, it gets dark. Does that help a bit? Yeah, that's better.
And then I'll do this.
Okay, there you go. Now you can see them. They're kind of, oh no, you can't see them here. There you go. Now you can see them.
Maybe let's turn it so that, yes.
They're not upside down.
Well, now they were upside down to show you that they can do acrobatics, but look, guys, you can also stand up straight.
So the colors in here are gorgeous. In addition to being able to wear this piece with something that's raisin colored, like vinaigrette. You could also wear it with a golden ochre. You could definitely wear it with a black or with a gray or with a pale teal like thyme.
Imagine that with a pop of red shoe.
Oh, the red. You mean that neutral we call red?
Yes, that neutral we call red.
Yes.
Guys,
there
this
you
is
go.
just neutrals. Like there's no really crazy color. It's
just neutrals. But just to show you how like these pieces look different depending on what you pair them with. So there's that beautiful border. And then I showed you how it looked with vinaigrette. Now, what I'm showing you here are the Casbah pants. The Casbah pants, these are winter Casbah pants. You cannot order the winter ones anymore, but we do have some, maybe 10, still available if you needed to purchase a pair.
They're going fast.
They're going fast.
Last week, I think we said 15.
Yeah, we did. Well, they're such great pants. People who buy one will invariably buy more. And so I am wearing, finish thinking. I am wearing the heavyweight in the black. So the heavyweight linen in black. But there is still time to purchase your lightweight linen for spring if there are colors that you are interested in that you're worried we may not get. And at some point during tonight's show, I'll show you the ones we're getting in store in small quantities, and also the other colors. We should be getting our first shipment in to show you after the sneak peek, because I know that we've paid for it and then it still has to ship out of California. So I'm going to say we should have it by mid next week sometime. And then I can show you some of the colors for like a day before we ship those out. And we will have an in-stock selection to share with you. But the Casbah pants are always a dream. And I can tell you that while we were planning our new store today, we were talking about repainting some of our fixtures. And I'm like, you know what colors we need to use? The Casbah pant colors. So you can be assured that there will be a store fixture painted the color time, which is kind of like a eucalyptus.
Yes. And we have a couple comments. Cheryl says, happy Tuesday. Looking forward to seeing those new treasures. Deborah says, hi, everyone. Happy sneak peek. And Marguerite has a really great question. She says, how do I figure out what size Casbahs am I?
So that's a great question. So Casbah pants are very generously cut. Generally speaking, in pants, I am a size extra large. When I go shopping, I don't even look at anything smaller than an extra large. In the Casbah pants, I comfortably fit a medium, and I like the bagginess of a large. So I would say whatever size you normally go for, if you know nothing and you had to say, well, you know what, I'm probably going to be an extra large, go down 2 sizes from that. And the extra large is actually, so basically if you get the extra large, that's the same fit as a 2X, if that helps at all. So I would say for a looser fit, go down 1 size from what you normally wear. For a more snug fit across the bottom, go down 2 sizes, and definitely check the measurements. If you're still unsure, send us your measurements and we'll find somebody who has your measurements, put them into a pair of pants and take some pictures for you so you can see the different sizes.
Actually, I remember in one of our reels more recently, I think it was Kim when she was showing off the Jiva jacket, somebody had asked her what size she is. I think it was Bethany. And
she's a large, right?
I don't know.
She did reply.
I didn't see the response.
Oh, I thought that you had seen it and replied. I sent it to you guys.
Okay, so she's a large.
She's a large.
So you wear
a large.
A large as well.
But I wear a large and it's a little bit baggy, and Kim wears a large and it's maybe just ever so. No, actually, Kim's lost some weight.
Yeah, but Kim usually wears a 1X.
Yes, Kim normally wears a 1X and now she wears a large.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I thought so. Bethany, if you're watching, the answer was large.
Yeah, actually, I think now she wears an XL, but in the Casbahs, she's a large, because in the Casbahs, you just need to size down. The only reason Priya doesn't size down, because she could wear a medium, and she has for photos, is that she just likes baggy pants.
I do like baggy pants. So just to show you how versatile these pieces are. So I've shown you now this same top, which is kind of like a raisiny brown. I've shown it to you with a time color. It looked great. I showed it to you with the raisin brown. I'm showing it to you now with this color is called Uni. It's actually a deep brick red. So it does have red undertones, but it reads also as a rust or an orange. And what that does is it picks out the orangey tones, mirror image, in the reds here. And even though these are actually true reds, it makes them look orangey. And that has a lot to do with the reflective how reflective the silk is and how it picks up light. It can be a bit of a chameleon.
Marguerite says, ooh, that looks great with the red. And we have a couple comments on Instagram that I've been holding off until we had a moment to chat. Margot says, hello, with a hand and a hard eye.
Hi, Margot.
Lori says, hi. Shazi says, hello. Michelle says, hi all. Hey, Michelle. And Jane says, I wear a large in the Casbahs, but I'm more comfortable in the extra large in the Casbahs.
Yeah.
And Corey says, wow, that shrug looks great with the uni.
It looks so good with the uni. And actually, I thought it was going to pop more with this dandelion color. But I mean, it's good, but I would say if I had to choose one, it would be uni.
I would choose uni as a pop, yeah.
So this is dandelion. Dandelion is kind of like a warm mustard color. It's an ochre. It's not bright, but it's not gold. It's definitely yellow.
Yes, it's definitely yellow. That's one color I would get from it as well.
Yeah.
Is a definite yellow.
And I have them. And I find that actually out of all the colors I bought, and we all know I have a lot of colors, I reach for those so much.
You do. Didn't
They're
you wear
fun.
them on your trip?
I did.
Yeah.
I wear them literally all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I just find that I just keep grabbing. I wore them at our staff Christmas party.
Yeah, they're just so joyful.
They are. And I feel like if you're wearing something on top, but you really want to pop your outfit, wearing something bright like that on the bottom, it just elevates everything.
It does. It really does. There was Priya has the former tapered tunic, which was the old Waterfall.
The old Waterfall, yeah.
So she has that in a really sparkly, like embroidered fabric. And usually she wears that piece with like a brown or a blue, but she wears it now with the dandelion and it looks so stunning.
So here, this is, I'm in love with this fabric, so I hope it goes to a very good home. But here it is with time, and you can see how beautiful it looks. But the reason why this piece would be a Priya's pick is because in addition to wearing it with what you think it would go with, you compare it with other things and it changes the look entirely.
Cute. I love that together.
Right? Isn't that gorgeous? And I think even when the spring ones come in, this will look great with koi. This would also work really well. So koi is like a goldfish color. And orta is a lighter teal. It would look great with that. It would look great with cream. It would probably look great with any of the oranges. I don't know. We should actually see if it matches that your favorite color.
Which one is my favorite? Oh, Tarocco?
Tarocco. So this is Tarocco.
I think, yes. It makes it very springy.
I do love it with Tarocco.
Tarocco is just one of those colors that I remember when we first got the swatches. It's like I looked at every sari and all I could see was Tarocco.
Well, and you remember we went up to Deanne's, or we went to Ottawa.
No, we went to Ottawa.
Yeah, we went to Ottawa to see.
We went to Ottawa to see Three Snouts.
Three Snouts. And we saw Tarocco everywhere. We saw it in the trees. We saw it literally everywhere. Yeah. After me saying, who would ever want to wear Tarocco?
We saw it in the patina of copper.
We saw it everywhere.
Stack of that.
This is beautiful. First of all, this silk is like butter. Absolute butter. Now, the colors in here are coming out quite true. There's purple leaning towards magenta. There is the most fabulous and fun green. I don't know if you guys can see it, paired with a periwinkle right there. Also a little bit of a true sky blue. We get into some purples. There's a little bit of brownie taupe in there. And then on the other side is this. And what is it? That's a great question. We're going to hold it up and figure it out together. What is it?
It's kind of like The Hobbit, but maybe more.
Oh, that's a building.
Yeah.
That over there must be a heritage building.
I'm too silly. I see a Christmassy-esque house and I'm like, look, Hobbit. No, it's not.
It could be. That is just a house. Yeah. To me, that looks like a home. But that there looks like a historical monument of some kind.
It's like Rome, Pisa.
It could be Rome. Actually, the windows make it look like it's Rome, because otherwise I would have thought that it was Indian.
But then it's got Japanese gardens.
It does have Japanese gardens.
Guys, travel the world. No need. I have my Sarnart. Sorry.
So true. And then we have a bridge. Yeah, trees.
Have some sparkles.
It's pretty. It's very pretty. And again, a piece that you could wear with oranges, greens, blues, jeans, yellows, and it's very, very soft. How are our ladies?
Ladies are good. I just got a message from Mira saying a simply insane lasagna.
Did you make lasagna?
Yeah, it's quick, this guy Julius Roberts, he makes like a zucchini lasagna with a bechamel sauce. It's actually really easy to put together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Send me the recipe.
Oh, interesting. Okay, let me check, Jane. So Sabina says, "Hi everyone. I haven't been on a Tuesday in a long time. Hey." Heather Margaret says, "Just came in. Hi." And Marguerite was wondering if you could put the shrug on.
Yeah.
Totally. Oh, and Marguerite says it's the Tower of Babel.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Too cool.
And someone named Josiah says, "Can I get a shout out, please?"
Hey, Josiah.
We're happy to do that for you.
Josiah are the model who modeled for us?
Is it?
I think so.
If it's you, Josiah. Hey.
I think the model who modeled for us was Josiah.
Ziggurat says Jackie.
I don't know.
I don't even know what that means.
So I am wearing the shrug a different way again. So I think this is called the Margot hack. It comes with a little martini glass that you're holding all the time in order to make the look work. So you put your head through. How does this? Actually, there's a couple of ways to do this one, if I remember correctly.
And this one's the Margot hack, right?
Yes. What did I call it?
No, you called it the martini hack, which is basically
it is the Margot hack.
It's a short abbreviation.
There's two ways to do this, though. So let's see if I can figure
this out. Heather was asking, "What is that pretty piece you just showed? Number, please."
Yeah.
So I think the shrug is in hot commodity.
So I'll tell you this one. She is divine. She is PRC 8080.
So that's PRC 8080, and then I think this
one with the folk prints on it. You have that code. PRC 8. Yeah, I did. PRC 8638A, and then this beautiful soft pink one is PRC 8493.
And I think you might have to try that one on.
I can. I'll do it.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I will for sure. So I remember seeing another part of this. Sorry, this is blacks, and then this is actually the uni color. So it's like a deep orangey red. You can really see the color when you do that.
Very pretty.
Beautiful together.
Really nice.
You could also pair it with a gray, like an echo color, like a bluey gray. We don't have any of those left, though.
If you're an art gallery curator, this is the perfect outfit for you.
So there is a way. I think this is how you wear it. This is the hack, because I'm thinking of the kimono-sleeved top hack. So what you do is you put your head through one armhole, and then you put your arm through the other armhole. And pretty confident there is a way, even if you don't have a martini, to make this work. So sadly, I don't have any chain magnets left. But if I did, I would use a chain magnet here to do something like that.
Oh, I still like how glitzy that is.
Right? So this would look great over top of a sheath dress, or any kind of just a simple dress. Or even if you're just on vacation and you know you're going to wear your shrug as a shrug, but you know you're also going out for dinner at some point and you're just trying to change up the look. This is a really easy way to just change up the look.
Yeah.
And I think there are a couple of other hacks we know to narrow the sleeve, but I think it's still going to be long. And I'll give it a try with the pink one.
And I will check that for you, Jane. So Jane says the fabric you love, the shrug is marked as sold out, not previewed. Is it sold out? ? And that's the PRC one. So the
shrug that I just showed?
No, the shrug that is the one that we just added today.
Does it say sold out and not preview?
Apparently.
Can you add the word preview as a tag on that one?
Yes, I can.
That's because we just switched a bunch over, and I think that's what I forgot to do was add preview as a tag.
Yes, that's okay. Do you mind just giving me the code again?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
So yeah, you add it as a tag. It doesn't say preview as the first word either.
Let me check. This is backend with
PRC 8080.
Got it. Let me check. Oh, okay. Shopify. It says preview as the first name,
but it doesn't say it.
It's probably
when you pull it up, it doesn't say it because preview also has to be a tag.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and that's probably what I need to add to all those ones that we just changed over. Love this too much. This is one of the silks you can hear. It sounds like a parachute.
Judy says, happy Tuesday. High low on my list. A high low. Do we know what is a high-low. Is this one a high-low?
This one might be. I don't know if there is.
Ladies, let us know. And Amy has joined us. Hey, Amy.
Hey, Amy.
She says, hi, friends. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Amy.
Like unbelievably soft. Can they hear this? Listen. They should be able to hear that.
Okay.
Okay, so this one's really cool because in addition to being silk, there is a texture on it. So truly a gilded lily. If you look carefully, you can see that there is a leaf pattern that is woven into the silk as a jacquard weave. Or maybe grass, like they're just tiny little, almost flecks. Do you see them?
Mm-hmm.
And the color on this, the background is a very neutral gray, but it's not white, and the rest of it is black. So if you're just looking for a really simple piece to take on vacation with you, this would be a great one because you basically have a black and white scarf. So what can't you do with it? You can wear it as a shawl. Actually, I know somebody even wears theirs, somebody who wears theirs
as like but
I think that was the poncho she does it with. Like what she did is she would hold it diagonally, but I don't think you can do it with this. There's a way I can't figure it out.
Yeah, because there's the seam.
Yeah.
Well, it matches your shoes really well.
Do you love my shoes?
Yes, I do.
So the brand is Volkswagen. I think you guys have already seen that I have them in teal with the buttons on them. And so when everything went on sale after Christmas, I also bought myself a pair of black with the little buttons on them and mustard yellow.
So did you know that next door at the Real Love Boutique, they have at least 5 pairs of AS98s right now?
Well, what size?
A 6, 7, there was a 9 and an 8 there.
Wow. So here it is just worn as a shawl. So all I did was just take that rectangle, tie it here in the front, super easy. You could probably also just button it here in the front using a magnetic button if you don't want to knot. But that's why I think this is probably one of the best pieces for travel. If you ever just need something to throw into your purse, it's not going to take any weight at all. And then it gives you some options.
I did dividers today, said Kim. I was blown away by the high-lows. The mirror was beside me and I kept holding them up and gasping with everyone.
Honestly, the high-lows are too beautiful.
What Kim means is that she divided all the pieces on the rack.
Yeah, so last Friday, we showed you the high-lows, but they were kind of on a rack. And today we sorted them in preparation for the sneak peek release, which means Kim got to individually look at each one. So this one here is a lot of earth tones. It looks like it's a jacquard print, but it's not. It's just that there is a background print on the fabric that is slightly lighter than the rest of it. So it kind of looks like a jacquard, again, not. It has a buttery yellow, a kind of a greeny beige, very much a viscosha. So it's a beige with green undertones. That's black there. There's multiple shades of blue, not teal. And then we have like a reddish brown pine cone, if you're somebody who knows that color, but it is like a brown with reddish undertones.
Yeah, I would actually say that's a bit more, it's brighter than pine cone. It's got more of that orange in it and it's less deep. Pine cone is slightly deeper. So you know what's funny is I actually think it goes well together. I know that the color's not in there, but
it's close enough. And that's what's really great about these. For some reason, these colors from Burn Walker, they really seem to go with everything.
Well, they just know how to make the right tones.
They do.
I think. How does it look with vinaigrette? I've become vinaigrette obsessed. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah, pretty. Why not?
I think it actually makes the vinaigrette pant look more purple.
It does because of the yellow.
Yeah. Cool, huh? Heather says, oh, and Happy New Year. Yay. Yeah, those high-lows look incredible. Wipes drool from the screen. Guys, I love this fabric.
Yeah, this one is so much fun. So I believe it is an African-inspired print of African dancers. The colors are different shades of yellow, orange, and purple. And there you can see the colors better there. And then the actual figures themselves are dark brown and their clothing is blues and reds.
Yeah, you're right, Amy. So Amy just commented that one that Alex showed in the reel today is gorgeous. It's so gorgeous.
So pretty. The high-low that she showed.
Yeah.
I think I'm making it a Priya's pick today. Oh, they're upside down. Are they upside down?
No, they're right
upside up.
They're dancing.
They're dancing.
Not on the ceiling. And Heather says, I am vinaigrette obsessed too. It is my absolute favorite right now.
Yeah, it's a great color. So that's how that would look. Like, I love that. There was a time where I would have been afraid to wear all yellow. And now I'm like, well, why wouldn't I?
Question.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, it really helps to have this community of people who are also excited about color. In fact, as we were doing the store, we were trying to, like, planning this new store, we were trying to stick with things that, you know, we knew would be acceptable.
Versatile. I think versatile was the word.
Yeah, like, you know, so that it, like, okay, so what I had in mind was that, like, when you make a big investment of furniture, those people, whoever they are, say, make your big investments in neutrals, and then you can always jazz it up with color. And so I was trying to do that when we were thinking of the store, like, okay, I can make my walls white or black, and then we can have white or black fixtures, which are neutral, and then we'll add color with everything else. And then I started thinking, I want this place to bring me joy, not practicality. There's enough practicality in this world. So my inspiration, for those of you who watch Mad Men, is his Park Avenue executive penthouse, which is from the late 1960s, early 70s. It's ahead of its time for the 60s. It has a sunken living room. Everything is this warm wood color paint, and then there's pops of color everywhere. So the pillows are, you know, bright orange, bright red, bright yellow, and then she has a hanging lamp on the side that's teal and sparkly. And then the kitchen is a jewel box of teal, where as soon as you look in, it's just this beautiful teal room. And I thought, you know what? That's what I want to do. I want to have so much fun with color. So stay tuned. It's going to be exciting.
That's a dream of mine, to have a sunken living room.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think they're so fun.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't see them much now.
No, it's not popular anymore in homes and houses. Also a bit of a hazard because
people fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing about it is it's not practical. Like, you can't change the design.
But, you know, I think that if you're somebody who likes to lie around as you sit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is a dream to it. I love this one because it's got that kind of like dotted, like almost stippling pattern.
Mm-hmm. And this background color is actually a very pale pink. There, you can see it there. And the rest is red and black. So you really only have the three colors: a very, very, very pale pink, red, and black, and extremely soft.
I don't need a sunken living room because it's practical. I need it because it gives me joy, Priya.
Yes, and that's important. But lately, what I've been watching where they've had an opium den.
Murdoch?
I've seen Murdoch with opium dens, but there's something else.
There's just something about an early 1900s
opium den. Yeah, you see them everywhere. And they had the sunken living rooms as well, because when you pass out, you don't really want to land that far.
Duh.
Yeah, so you need to be in like a safe place to pass out.
Yeah.
But I can't remember where I saw the opium den. Of course, and I'm just looking at the design features. Everybody else is like, what's going to happen to the opium smoking people? And I'm like, that's a great practical idea for dealing with opium-induced, you know, fainting that will happen. This one is navy blue, guys, and beige, and a slightly lighter beige. And then on this side, we have a really traditional folk print with different shades of red and orange and black and white. It would look really pretty on with that little pop of red there.
Mm-hmm. And Jackie said, choose colors that make everyone look great, please.
So that was one of the things is, so the color I'm thinking of for the background color, if you guys want to look it up and tell me if I'm totally wrong, is called, I think we decided on Clinton Brown.
Yeah.
As much as I love Satchel, that was my first choice, is Benjamin Moore's Satchel. We're going with Clinton Brown because unfortunately we can't change the floors, and the floors are a brownie taupe. And if I put Satchel, which has a lot of red undertones with it, it's going to look odd. So instead I've decided to go with Clinton Brown, which is a warm brown, but it doesn't have a lot of yellow in it, so that it won't overpower the floor. But then I'm hoping that once the warm yellow lighting, incandescent lighting, touches it, it's going to bring out that warmth. But the change rooms, as much as I want to do them like vivid red, I'm also thinking, Jade, if you go in there and you're surrounded by vivid red and red is not your color, you're not going to like anything you try on.
No.
So they may not be pops of color. in the change
I
room.
think that they should be not pops of color, but they should be intricate. Like, I think that personally, what I would really love to see, and I think what makes anybody feel beautiful, is like seeing that almost chinoiserie kind of pattern that delicately, it doesn't have to be delicate, but it just has to be kind of different.
We're going to have to see what we can do,
wallpaper,
but
yeah.
I'm hesitant with wallpaper.
I know you are.
Yes. Wallpaper is very expensive, and all it takes is one false move with one purse or one hanger. You've got yourself a problem. So we'll have to see.
If only you could varnish a wallpaper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, don't worry. It'll come to us. Well, it will. So this one is a pale blue, like a sky blue with more darker sky blue in it. It also has green and then a pink that verges towards magenta. It's a sheer fabric, but it has a lot of tones in it. So if these are colors that you like to wear, you'll find that it's going to match a lot of the things in your closet. It will match Isola. It will match, what was it? Digitalis is that kind of mauvey color or magenta color. It'll match olive green. It'll match anything like honeycomb. Look great with white.
So Jackie, Sabina says, funk up the new store with colors. I can't wait to see it. And Jackie had said peach. Ooh. And Amy said pops of color with light fixtures. Find some really cool hanging lampshades for the change rooms.
I was thinking
that's a good idea.
And actually, I found these lampshades online. They look like, you know, those skewers of candy you can get where there's like all these different colored candies piled on top of each other, but they're glass, so you can see the light through.
Or
them.
like the sugar blown.
Or they look like, they look like blown glass in bright colors that are stacked. So yeah, we could put those in the change rooms. But if we do pink, everyone's gonna look great. Pink light makes everyone look good.
That's true.
Yeah. So this is digital print. It's got purples, different shades of brown. This, by the way, is Satchel. Yeah, that's Satchel, if you're wondering. Love the jewel tones here on the purple. And then this incredible border. Yeah, it's really beautiful. So pretty. And it's not going to be itchy because it's appliqué on.
And Deborah says, looking forward to what you do with your new store. It sounds so exciting.
It is so exciting.
Rhonda says, jewel box style in the change rooms, question mark?
Yeah, so what I was thinking, and I don't know if it's going to work, but the way that it's going to be is that when you walk in the front door, there's like a front room and a second room. And the change rooms, you'll be able to see into them. If the doors were open or the curtains were open, you would see into them. So I thought, if everything is kind of brown, imagine if you look into those change room and each one is a different jewel tone. So that looking in at the store, you'd be like, what is that beautiful?
Oh, what if we called it each room a gem?
We could, but then we have to be careful with colors. It's got to be colors everybody looks good in, and that doesn't reflect back on the clothing. I know, but I know.
Or jewel. We could do a pink topaz.
We'll have to think. Honestly, it will come to us, guys. It will come to us.
So Christine, and I love this idea, Christine, says something with recycled saris on the walls.
So we were thinking about that. Actually, we found a lady who creates art using recycled saris. And then we also thought, wouldn't it be fun if we had a big arts and crafts day with our customers and said, here's a whole lot of remnants and a frame. What else do you need? We just let everybody kind of go nuts. And we could put those up at ceiling height because we have 11-foot ceilings. Maybe not in time for the move, but maybe after the move.
Well, I'm thinking
we're running out of time.
There is this perspective. What I'm hearing through the cracks, the grapevines, event that's going to be happening, or hang time that's going to be happening.
Yeah, we'd love to know if this is actually happening, guys. Are we doing the field trip to Sorry Not Sorry in June or July? We're not part of the Facebook group, so we don't know. We would love to know.
We would love to know who to talk to.
We would love to know who to talk to and if there's anything we can do. I don't know if legally we're allowed to participate in the organization of it.
Well, we can organize certain things. Like, I think that we can organize like an event that you guys can like come to and that happens to align.
Yeah.
Or maybe like we could even organize like a field trip somewhere, like the Museum of Textiles in Toronto. That's a pretty cool place.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just, say, this is where a bunch of us are going to be. If you would also like to be there. But yeah, it'd be so fun to know that, because then we can plan. We're going to have to do a big grand opening. And we'd love to be able to time that somehow so that everybody can participate.
I've seen that too, actually, Amy. So Amy said, I saw someone who used vintage silks to make bespoke lampshades. And I follow a couple of people who make bespoke lampshades. Yeah.
And I would be interested to know if the silk dries out and cracks. And because silk does not like heat.
No.
So these are the wabi-sabi ones, guys.
Not those colors. Judy says, put a door on the change rooms and make them a pop of color.
Yes.
Then they just see the front.
That is such a smart idea. Or a curtain.
Yeah.
That's a pop of color.
Yeah, that's a smart idea.
That's a way to do it.
But you should do red. Like if, for example, you want to do bright red, you should do red on one side and just have like white on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Smart. Whose idea was that?
Judy.
Thanks, Judy.
Thanks. Jackie says, wow. Jane says, haven't heard anything yet. Corey says, I hope so. And Jane says, I hope so as well. Jackie said, last 2 shrugs. Wowza.
Yeah. Yeah, they have been spectacular.
And Morag said,
Morag's back.
I finally caught alive.
Hey, Morag, so good to see you. What country are you in right now? Look at my voice goes up like I'm on the phone. What country are you in right now?
Sabina says, Women's College Hospital has a piece of art done with beautiful pieces of fabric. Check it out. It may be online.
Oh.
Cool. And
if you are able to send us the link, we will share it.
Cheryl says, if you have 4 changing rooms, you can have a winter, spring, summer, fall paint color to match all the possible skin tones.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, this is a beautiful.
Good Moogle friend.
Yeah. Stunning. How does that look from the back?
No British friends. I love how it looks.
Yeah.
If you walked into a room, I'd be like, turn around. I know you're wearing sorry, not sorry.
The silk is so soft too.
I don't really. Oh, it's Wabi?
Yes, this is Wabi. This is Wabi Sabi.
Guys.
So for those of you who don't know what that means, it means that there are slight flaws in the fabric. There'll be a video attached to the listing to show you what those flaws are. Generally, they are not enough for anyone to bother about. Like, it's still great to buy them. We only create the 2 categories because we sell to stockists, and we don't want those stockist customers saying, hey, I found 3 different types of very small flaws. So we try to create diligence. 2 categories.
Yeah. And I love the teal like that with Orta pants.
So can you see any of the Taj Mahal when I wear it this way?
It's the Taj Mahal is upside down.
Actually, can you tell it's the Taj Mahal?
Sort of. Like if you really knew the Taj Mahal, it just looks like a building.
Yeah. So you can wear it either way.
I do like it because then it's kind of more ambiguous. What you see is the pool, and the pool has a reflection, which is pretty cool. But if you wanted to be like Taj Mahaling in the Taj Mahal per se, that's the way to go.
So I don't think I can wear it as a scarf and have the Taj Mahal right side up. Can't be done.
You can if you do it like this.
Yes, if I do this.
I think other way. Like what you do is the side with the Taj Mahal, that's the side you want flat to your body in the front. And then you put a little, do you see what I'm saying? So what you do is instead of a full scarf,
oh, yeah, backwards. Sorry.
Yep. And Rana said, last I heard, it's approximately July. Marguerite asked, where will the store be? How far away from where you are right now? So we're actually going to be not even a 3-minute drive from where we are right now.
About a 7-minute walk or a 3-minute drive. And we're going to have parking directly across the street.
Yeah, we're just down the street. Like
on a street with great restaurants.
Yes, really good restaurants and a great coffee shop. 2 great coffee shops.
Mm-hmm. I know, look, I'm still just playing around with this. Fun ways to waste your time with sorry, not sorry. Okay, there we go.
Yay. Yay. Like imagine that with a little like a tie or yeah. Like I think if you tie instead of a tie, just
say
and then what you want is to show that side flat. So you kind of want it to be like over here, like very 40s style. Do you see what I'm saying?
I'm getting there.
Like
that?
Yes. So if you wanted that side to be like that, then you'd have to exactly. Yes. And then you just
like a portrait collar.
Yes,
like a portrait collar.
I didn't have the right way.
Oh, now I am.
Now you are a Taj Mahal.
I am the Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
And that's okay with me, guys.
And your lover built that just for you.
Yes. Yeah, I can be the Taj Mahal. Love it.
You show that to Gord, you're like, this is my next house.
Can you imagine? He's like, Priya, I got news for you on your next house. You don't get your own bedroom closet. Just so you know. Enjoy it while it lasts.
And Morag says, I'm in Bangkok.
How exciting. Purples, periwinkles, yellows, pinks, blues, blacks.
Well, how much is the price on our Wabi Sabi Shrugs, by the way?
It's a great question. This is really soft too. The Wabi Sabi Shrugs are 81 Canadian.
And that's 40% off from the full price?
Yes. So guys, we did figure something out that we're going to share with you. As it stands right now, as there are developments in the United States, they have decided that whatever the tariff is on the highest tariffed piece of clothing in your order is, the entire shipment will be tariffed with that tariff. So if you order from us and you want us to ship to you, we will separate it. So if there's something that's made in Thailand, which has a lower tariff, we will ship it separately than the thing that's made in India that's a higher tariff. If that helps. Sad moment. That tariff's got to disappear at some point.
I'm going to save my comments today.
Yeah. It's been a sad weekend, guys.
Yeah.
Sad and a little scary. So this one is different shades of kind of like a taupe. It's definitely a taupe, but it's a brownie taupe. And then there's also a beige with green undertones and black, different shades of orange and yellow. This, guys, is satin.
Beautiful.
And in the satin, we have a mauve, like rosa, actually, from the winter colors. And then, yeah, different shades of taupe. There. I think there is a color in here.
Morag says, I miss you moved to a different store.
Yeah, so we have a water feature in this store.
As you know, Morag.
As you know. And we have a heating problem now, too, where the store is painfully warm. And in the meantime, we've always been on the lookout for a location that would not have these problems. And we found the perfect location. So we're going to be breaking our lease and moving along. Our landlord is not being cooperative, even though we have a legal right to sublet. So we're just going to see where that takes us. Yeah, beautiful. Actually, I really love these color combinations of the mauve and the taupe and the yellow because they're so unexpected. It's what makes it look like art. Look at this one, Shefali. That's crazy.
Love that.
I think this is a fabric people are going to be wanting to find other pieces in. This one is PRG 8606. If you're interested, and that's what it looks like. The base color at the bottom is actually a dark teal with black, or possibly a dark green with black. It's somewhere between the two. And then you can see all the fabulous colors that are in the rest of it. It's beautiful. Okay.
Pretty. Yeah. So Amy had asked how Bangkok was, and I'm in love with Thailand, says Morag. The wedding was lovely.
Yes, we saw the pictures. They were beautiful.
So beautiful, Morag. And Rhonda says, I love the abstract one. So sad it's not my colors.
So
I feel like, though, if you wore it upside down, I mean, you would lose some of the abstract, but you get a pop of it, and it would be farther away from, your face.
So here it is with the vinaigrette, and it does have some of those vinaigrette.
Really pretty. Yeah, I do really like those two together. Like a full brown outfit, that would be quite nice.
Yeah, and I think it would also work with time. There. If you have time at home and you're looking for what to pair it with, together. Gorgeous pairing. Very unexpected.
Jackie had said stunning for one of the pieces, and Amy said, I tried to send a Christmas gift to a friend in Alaska, and they wanted to know where every product was manufactured. I bought things from artisans throughout the year, so I had no idea.
Yeah, and so what they realized is it was costing them too much money to individually tally this much percent for this country, this much percent for this country. So now they just scan the entire list, pick the country with the highest tariff, and tariff the entire package on that. That's very practical solution and a great way to get some money for the country out of your pocket, not out of our pocket. So this is another one that has our lovely ladies on it. So this one is, so on this side we have her here, and then
Our good friend.
our good friend. And then over here, we have kind of like, that feels very Renaissance to me.
Yeah, very Rococo.
And then this is how it looks on, because you're probably wondering where the ladies land. The color here, by the way, is sky blue. Yeah, it is exactly sky blue.
Mm-hmm. Where do the genteel women land?
Where do they land? So when I wear her this way, where do they land?
The genteel women are under your arms, so they're like
Disappeared.
basically invisible.
Invisible. Okay. And if I wear her the other way, then they should be on my arms, right?
Yeah, they might just be upside down.
A little upside down, guys. Her too? Them too? Yes. So there's no way to do it?
As a martini hack, Margot hack, like that way they're right side up. They're just under. Yeah.
They're not, like, because they're at the edge.
When you open your arms, then you'll see them. Like you will see the genteel couple more than the elegant lady. Yeah.
Genteel couple. Elegant lady's right in the fold.
Yeah. She's folded. She's folded. Corey said, thank you. There were so many great outfits. You have to come again, says Morag to Amy. Amy says, in the word of ABBA, money, money, money.
Mm-hmm.
In a rich man's world. And Judy says, the black and orange shrug isn't on the website. Oh.
Black and orange. Is it this one? That's this one. Can you check it?
Yeah.
Just make it sure it has a good to go tag.
Yep.
I think this one is not Wabi. Oh, it is Wabi Sabi. Okay, that's all the shrugs, guys. We are now into one of my favorite styles, the one that even when I feel like I have more than enough clothes, there's always room for another poncho.
I agree.
Always room
There's
for a poncho.
Always room for a poncho.
So this one here is different shades of pink and rust, and I think it'll be really cute, even though she's very pink. Those pants. Good.
Oh, it hasn't had, I don't think, the tags added to it. Because it's got good to go January 2026, but there's no good to go tag on it.
No, it should just say good to go January 2026.
Okay.
And does it also have a January 2026 tag?
Yep, but it doesn't have a preview. It doesn't say preview in the front of it.
What's the vendor?
Vendor, good question. It's a great question. January 2026.
It has all the things it needs to have. So you can add the preview tag if you don't see it and then just make it active. I don't know how it got missed.
It has preview tag. So it doesn't have preview in front of the name of the piece.
So just add preview in front of the name of the piece. That's done manually for each one.
Okay. But you know how usually these ones also have a description that says like this will be available at this time? It doesn't even have that.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why. I've noticed that with a couple of things. And Peter, who is our little genius, he's in school right now. I love this with the uni. Look at those together.
Why you got to be in school? Ooh, that's fun.
Right?
With an orange necklace?
With an orange necklace. Like it's definitely, what do you call it? Controversial pairing. But even I would do this without even giving it a second thought. Beautiful. Ooh. This one looks like it's going to match our good friend. Am I right? Is it? Isn't it? Does it? Doesn't it?
Taraka?
Taraka.
It actually does.
It does.
No, it's too blue.
Okay. So if it's not Tarako, then it's Time.
I would say Time is a better match. It's more blue.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Look at it with that. Classy. Love my browns and teals together. This would also match Viscasha or a taupey. It would match a greeny kind of gray color. It will also match. There's actually a beautiful navy in here as well. Right.
Heather asked if that pink is more Chirac or rose tone, or coral or rose.
Coral or rose?
Yeah.
The pink on this one is definitely more of a rose and not a coral. It's a bluey rose. I love this one. Stunning. And this would look incredible. I have pine cone pants, but for those of you who have Nochi or any other pants that are kind of this shade.
So Amy had said that Thailand is on her list, and so is Vietnam and Japan. And Maura actually said you can actually hit 3-in-1 on one long trip. The kids went to Japan right after the wedding.
Oh, wow.
Sweet.
So in this, you have navy blue, green, different shades of teal and sky blue, and then different shades of coral. And somebody is going to ask me if this matches gala. Gala. And the answer is yes.
Such a great look with gala.
Really fresh. For those of you who don't know what those samples are that I keep picking up, those are the swatches for the spring 2026 Bryn Walker collection. We are getting some of those colors in. I'll actually show you what they are now, not leave you in suspense. And then if there's another color in here that you like, you would probably have to order it on your own. So the colors we're getting for the store in small quantities are this one here, which I highly recommend everyone get. It's called Demoiselle. It is stunning. It's a teal that definitely leans towards blue. If you had to give it a name, you would call it blue, but it does have green undertones. This here is another fabulous color. It's a burnt orange. I'm smiling because I love it so much. This one is called Koi, so it is the color of a goldfish in a koi pond. This one here is called Verbena. We're getting this one as well. It is a bluey purple, not a red purple, and it's mid-tone. And it's neutral. It's neither warm nor cool. This color here is called Owl. It is a very neutral sand color. It's slightly darker than sand. And then finally, the last color that we're getting for the store is this red. It's called Rusalia. It is, again, a neutral color. It is neither warm nor cool, but it is a vivid red.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them, if you want them, you have to order them yourself. And I can show them to you. Tarocco seems to be high on everybody's wish list. It is the color of like hospital scrubs, but in the best way possible.
Well, thank you.
This is white. This gray is called zinc, and it is basically the color of zinc. It's like a true metallic gray. This color here is called quinquinois. I would say that it is how do we describe quinquinois?
It's a camel color with a lot of brown and gray.
More of a tan than a camel.
Yeah,
a lot of yellow in there, a lot of brown in there.
It's a camel after a long day in the sun.
Don't we have definitions somewhere?
We do. Do we have the documents still?
We do.
Do we have a physical printed document?
We should. Here. Let's see. Quinquinois, guys.
It's basically like a...
Here we go. An earthy olive mustard green with brown undertones.
Olive, that's...
Olive, mustard, and green. That's why we didn't know.
Yeah.
So that's quinquinois. This one is called peppercorn. Peppercorn is a gray with ever so slightly green undertones. This one is called mist. It is a very pale mint. Because it's so pale, it's quite sheer. This one here is lacewing. Lacewing is like do you want to describe lacewing?
Lacewing is like
it's kind of a chartreuse, but without brown.
It's a fresh chartreuse.
It's a fresh chartreuse.
It's an energetic chartreuse.
Yes. This color here is sand, I think. Nebbia. Nebbia is, can you describe nebbia? I feel like it's sand.
Nebbia is a soft oatmeal beige with a gentle warmth and a natural stone wash.
Yeah, that's what it feels like and looks like. Okay, ambrosia is a vivid, bright yellow with slightly green undertones.
It's slightly acidic looking, yeah, but not in a bad way.
No, in the most beautiful way
possible.
This is another really pale tone. That makes it kind of sheer, like the white as well. This one is called Hoya. It's a very pale baby pink, like a pink blankie.
Yeah, it's a very sweet pink.
It's a very sweet, like I'm having trouble getting the right color showing. I guess that's closest. Then we have our navies. This one is called Stargaze. It is a darker navy blue, just slightly darker than mid-tone, but not as dark as midnight. This one is a lovely color. It is called Foxglove. It is a grade lavender. We have cream, galah, Galah. How did we describe galah?
Galah is described as a vivid coral pink with warm red undertones, almost neon brightness.
And then we have this one here, which is called, this one's really bright. It's called a stero. It is a fabulous color. It is the truest, most wonderful blue.
See, I think that looks like Scrubs.
So this one I think is going to be harder to match with things.
It is.
Because it is such a brisk
It's a cornflower blue. Yes.
It's a cornflower blue, but it's icy, right? Like it doesn't have warmth. And like, I feel like whatever you pair it with, it might not ever be a good match.
Oh, there's a piece over there. It's poking out. No. Oh, you know that shrug actually that's on the wall? It's not an exact match, but imagine that on the back.
So that's pretty close.
Yeah.
That's pretty close. But you can see what I mean about how this looking quite icy compared to it.
Mm-hmm. And you know what I feel like? Hydra had a similar experience. I felt like with Hydra, it worked with a lot of things, but it also didn't at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think it's more about just creating a look because, for example, Gail wears Hydra all the time and she always makes it look great. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Okay, Jackie, you always tell me to get greens and reds. My friend, I did. So here is a lovely green and red. It's multiple shades of green and multiple shades of red. Okay. This one wants to go on vacation with you. The one side has these fabulous flowers, but also some black and white so that you can pair it with your other clothes. The back is mostly white and I would say sunrise colors. And you could also wear it sideways. All good?
Yep. Rhonda said the green and red one is so dramatic.
It's so gorgeous. So this is me wearing a poncho tunic length. So when I wear it tunic length, it's longer in the front and in the back and a little shorter on the sleeves. And I know some of our ladies prefer to wear it this length. I like to kind of wear mine either like this asymmetrically and tie these two sides together here. So it's still a little bit longer, or I'll wear it this way, which we call top length here because it is a rectangle. And then tie together two sides to give it a bit of asymmetry like that.
Very sweet. Oh, this is funny. Somebody just commented AI.
Oh, yeah, I'm AI.
I love this piece. Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody recognizes that scene. Is it Indian? It's Indian. Maybe? No.
Yeah, it's Indian.
It's not.
It's Indian.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's Indian.
And it's wabi.
Oh, but it says Paraguay, Chile, Andes, Argentina, Brazil. It is a South American. Sorry,
it's
guys.
A map. It's an Indian scene, and then it's a map. It's really cool.
South American topical. Sorry.
Did you see that? It's a map, and then it goes into an image.
North Atlantic Ocean, Mid-Atlantic Ridge. I wonder if Nuke God thing. Oh, maybe that's in Greenland. Hudson's Bay. Canada. Guys, we made it onto the map.
Yay.
United States. Oh, and look, these are streets. This is subdivision. See it? Can they see it?
Yep.
This is beautiful. How much fun is that? Love that blue in there too. Every color you can possibly imagine.
It's a beautiful piece.
Beautiful. And this one's wabi sabi. I forgot to tell you, all the pieces I'm showing you right now are wabi sabi. Look at it. Okay, next. Woohoo! Ooh. Guys,
Wow.
Gonna have to give you the code on this one. PRG. Oh, I should be pulling Priya's picks. She says very late in the game. Okay, this one has musical notes on it. It is wabi sabi. It's PRG 8582. Morag, you're here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Lilies, possibly. and other flowers, which to me look like daisies. And is that a peacock, guys? It is. There's a peacock. And another peacock. And the crown of the peacocks are jewels.
So pretty.
And the back is lovely florals. It's a digital print. And there's music notes.
Really nice.
Very, very soft and so many tones in there. Purples and pinks mostly.
And Corey said, yes, it's lilies.
It's lilies. Corey, your bedroom is looking sensational. Have you been keeping up with her bedroom renovations?
No, I've seen a couple
gosh.
pictures.
Okay, so I thought the chef's kiss was the chair you found that was white with the black on the arms. I like, where in the world did you find that absolutely perfect chair? Okay, this one is different shades of purple. Now, these purples are not the same as what's our purple from this season? Verbena. Because this is more of a magenta purple with red, but it is more magenta than, or a reddish purple. It also has a little bit of lilac in there, or lavender and black. Beautiful purple piece, really. Very easy to pair with black. I'm gonna have to go through and pick all my favorites from the ones we've seen already. Oh, wow. Okay, guys, this is a wabi-sabi piece. What it makes this cool, I think that you have seen this fabric before. Embroidered, not woven, woven into the silk is gold thread. It is a very antique gold thread. And what's been created using that woven technique are circles. And then you can see them. Like polka dots almost. In gold, and it's extremely soft. You can't feel them at all.
Wow.
But you can see those circles are not printed on, they're woven in. The print is actually the kind of leaf vine pattern that you see. And here it's orange. What would we say this is? Yeah, florals. But all of those circles that you see are woven into the silk. I think it's called cut thread work, because I'm learning as we go along.
Corey says bouclair, and she says, I have the high-low in this. It's so good. When the light hits, it shines.
I bet it does. Sorry, guys. Time for some water.
Water break.
Okay. Oh, what time is it?
It is 9:04.
Guys, this one is one of the softest silks. And it is not a satin. It is definitely.
I must feel.
You have to feel it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but it's not a satin.
No, it's not a satin.
No, it's just an unbelievably soft crepe.
This is so.
So we have different shades of orange, black, denim blue.
I could take
sand.
Sorry.
Yeah, you could take a nap in the sari. It's stunning. And if you wear it this way, the stripes will go up and down. If you were to wear it tunic length, the stripes would go across. I would recommend wearing it asymmetrically or up and down.
What's the code for the one with the cut thread work in it?
Okay, that one. Oh, I put it over here. Is PRG8343. Okay, this one is another one that's like butter. It's periwinkle, sky blue, and a very light teal.
One sec, Rhonda. Once you have a second, are you able to just give me the code for the purple poncho?
Yeah.
Just because Rhonda's saying she's not seeing it online.
Oh, good. Let's find it. PRG8605.
Yeah.
Not there?
It's drafted.
Okay. Can you just check if it has
the tags?
Yeah. So you're looking for vendor January, and then 2 tags, January 2026 and good to go January 2026.
So it is good to go December.
Oh, okay. So change that to good to go January. I already done this one. Oh, this is beautiful. I think we saw the high-low in this the other day.
So good to go January 2026.
And January 2026.
Okay.
And then you can make it active. As long as the vendor's January 2026 as well.
The vendor is
So this one has Swarovski stones in it. It's a digital print.
Oh,
The background color is like an icy, very pale blue. What's going on?
the vendor was.
Okay, well, it's not anymore.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to change.
If it's up here, then. And you can see the crystals right there. Pinks, greens, that pale blue, beiges. That's blues actually there. And sparkly.
You should be able to see it in a few moments, Rhonda.
And thank you for letting us know. Okay, now those were all
it's there.
those were all wabi sabi. Now I'm going to show you the full price ones. So I think this is the one that has the cherubs. Right there. And then Shefali, have we seen this?
Oh, yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Gorgeous work there. That may be Krishna.
I was going to say, it looks religious.
It does look like it may be Krishna, but he's not blue, so you don't know for sure. But I would say possibly Krishna. Gorgeous.
Priya's also looking at my face as well.
Well, we try not to.
Yeah, we try actually pretty hard. Yeah.
Not to put any of the religious imagery out there, just because we don't want to put you guys in a position where you're like, somebody's like, hey, you're wearing my God. And you're like, I had no idea. So we will keep it on, but I think maybe at some point we'll take it off because it's there now. We'll keep it there. But yeah, we do normally try to avoid that situation for your guys' sake. Not that anybody would mind. We just don't want to put you in that position.
Yeah, like,
So this is net, by the way.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's pretty uncommon to get netted saris as well.
Yeah.
I think that it's really important when showcasing, traditional saris and also saris that speak to a culture and a background to not also commodify things that mean a lot to people like religion. So we try to I'm saying we historically.
Yeah, we try to steer clear of it. But if you are somebody who understands the religion, like there's that lady who creates clothing for Revolution Her. And she actually, though she is North American by birth, probably knows more and participates more in Hinduism and Hindu culture than a lot of Hindus.
Yeah, which is fair.
So for her to wear something like that, she has the story and the understanding to be able to, if somebody says, hey, is that a God? Say, yes, and let me tell you about it. So Shefali does not share that viewpoint.
I think that it's very case by case. I think that in this particular case of, I'm not going to say more, guys. But I have met people that have been a part of Hinduism and the culture. Just as I grew up Buddhist for a number of years, and I was very Buddhist, and there were people who were not of Sinhalese descent that were also practicing Buddhism, and we really appreciated that they were a part of our religion and our community. But they also didn't commodify certain things based on the aesthetics of what was valuable, because I think
that's what it comes down to. If you're wearing it only because of the aesthetic, if you're wearing Jesus only because you think he's got cool hair, you might be missing the point. You're commodifying someone's religion. But if you understand a lot about Jesus and there's something about it that the teaching speaks to you and you're knowledgeable about it, then if you wear an image of Jesus, you are able to participate meaningfully in a conversation about a religion.
But what's interesting is that
this one's really soft, by the way, guys.
Oh, I can feel it. Oh, and it's one of those Jaipur saris. So it's
beautiful. So blues kind of leaning towards teal and grays.
For somebody who only very briefly went to mass, and I've been to a couple churches just because of the way that my parents had missionaries in Sri Lanka and stuff. For somebody who also has a really big hyperfixation on learning about Christian fundamentalism, I still would not wear a cross. And I have a deep appreciation for the history, as well as like an appreciation for Catholicism and its aesthetics. I've done, as you know, a lot of historical research into that.
So maybe we should pull that piece.
Yeah, maybe we should. But that's just my own personal feeling, right? Like,
I don't know. It's a tough call. Like, if I know how you feel about representations of Buddha because of how you were raised.
oh yeah,
But I would possibly wear something with Buddha because I know some of the teachings of Buddha, and I'd be like, you know what? The parts that I know, I am so impressed. And there's so much that resonates with me that wearing this image reminds me that there are a lot of beliefs that I would like to carry with me.
well, culturally, like, as you know, I also grew up going to temple, and we prayed to Ganesh and Kali and Durga. And so even though I say I'm Buddhist, I also practiced Hinduism for a lot of my life. So that we always have this conversation, Priya and I, about, like, you know, how so much of these religious traditions we were tied to are intertwined, even though we came from different sides.
Places. Yeah. Yeah, it's a really tough call. Like, even if you look at the Om symbol, I mean, it is a symbol of Hinduism, but it actually means peace. And if I saw somebody who was not Hindu wearing an Om sign, I'd be like, you think peace is important, and I am with you.
Yeah. So did another symbol, but then that was also commodified by the worst people ever.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But so I guess what we're saying is we love that poncho, but be aware it is a religious symbol and be prepared for that.
And be prepared for the fact that there is a possibility it might not exist afterwards. But I don't know, maybe.
What do you mean it might not exist?
Like, we might take it off.
We might pull it off. Yeah, but because we put it in the sneak peek, we'll leave it there. But if you decide to buy it, just be aware that is religious.
Yeah. And also, like, we would have definitely pulled it if Krishna and Radha were colored
blue
different colors.
Yeah, if they were blue, because that is definitely a depiction.
Yeah. And we did actually end up finding a piece that
had a couple of pieces. Yeah. This is stunning, guys. I don't know how I can explain to you how gorgeous this cobalt blue is. There's also reds and greens. And then this color in here is almost like a muted coral. What are the ladies saying?
Morak says, like, wearing a cross and not being Christian. She said, ha, Shefali, you said it as I typed. And Judy says, go with your gut, ... And Jackie says, another beauty. Yeah, we do have some beauties.
We have some beauties.
As we talk about the sanctity of religion.
So I agree, Judy. I think it's go with your gut. Like I said, I would wear a Buddhist image. And I would stand by it and say, this is what I know about Buddhism. And I am happy to share these ideas with you that are part of it because I think they matter.
And as being a Buddhist for almost 15 years, I would be fine with that because I also know your background and how you grew up and the context of what that means to you as an individual. Do I also know people who have like a massive Buddha head in their garden? Or
have no idea, who think it's just a lawn ornament?
They're like, oh my God, I love the Zen. And I'm like, yeah, me too, man.
Big can of worms. I thought we were going to do no cans of worms today, Shefali.
But we didn't do the orange can of worms.
There is an orange can of worms that we did not go to today. So speaking of orange, this is a brick red, which is very similar to an orange. And this is black. And then these are different shades of gray. And I kind of do love this one, not going to lie. But what we're looking at here are full price kimono sleeve tops.
What a segue, Priya.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You have no idea. Before the live started, I came in here doom and gloom.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my God. I'm like, these are the things that are wrong.
I was feeling sad and tired. And then Priya comes in, she's like, everything is off.
Everything is awful. Everything in the world is falling apart. She's like, go feel the silks. Go now, go. This is beautiful.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, this is too stunning, guys. So this one is a kimono sleeve top. It's very similar to the poncho in that it is the same shape as if you wore the poncho as a top, except these sides are sewn together. So you can't wear it a lot of different ways. But one of everybody's favorite ways to wear this, if you don't want the sleeves to be that long, is to grab, there's the bottom seam there. You're going to grab these two edges about 4 inches out from each seam, tie a little knot here, joining those two little edges that you pulled upwards, and do that, which creates a different shape altogether. And also, like, if you're doing dishes or something and you don't want this kind of wandering around, it's a great way to raise it up.
You can also make it like a bell. Is it a bell sleeve?
That turns it into a bell sleeve. Yeah.
You can also do it if you tie it above.
Yes, you could also tie it above.
And Rhonda asks, how many shades of gray, Priya? 50?
Thanks, Rhonda. Yes.
Yeah.
At least 50.
Morak says the world has gone crazy. Our sanity is holding it together.
Honestly, I sometimes feel that way. Deep sigh, everybody. Deep sigh. Okay, here's another great piece of silk. Things you can control. Your wardrobe. So this beautiful piece has, it looks like fronds of some sort of a leafy plant, but I would definitely call them fronds. It's a great word. Fronds, fronds. It is grays and sand colors. And then this here is kind of like a burnt orange red, like the Uni color. So you could pair it with reds, it would look more red. You could pair it with a burnt orange, it would look more orange. And then inside there is that cardboard brown color that we talk about so much.
I think you found your version of gala.
Gala.
Fronds.
Fronds. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that. Lovely,
fabric
good,
something else.
Geometric.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Beautiful.
It's almost like the colors from the flowers have been deconstructed into the geometric shapes, but then you also have the flowers.
This was like your computer background in 2012.
Yeah, it was.
Or like in 2006.
But honestly, this is what you wear on Easter weekend. Speaking of religion, coming right back around again.
Oh, wow, look at that segue.
Yeah, right there. Or holy, if that's how you choose to celebrate.
Yes, true. Very true.
They're beautiful. Very, very, very rich icy blues. And those are always the first ones to go for us. Actually, I'm going to put that one in this pile too.
Rhonda asks if you could try on the floral one.
Oh, I can.
And Jackie says, or use a washer.
Yes, or use a washer. That was a Jackie hack that we haven't used yet. We have to get some washers. So this is how it looks with the mostly geometric to the front. And that's what it would look like if I turned it around. This would be at the front.
And then just pretend that
my head just swivels like a poltergeist person.
Paranormal Activity. Sorry, not sorry edition. How many kimono sleeve? Oh, actually, no. Sorry, Marguerite. I can't read, apparently. How are kimono sleeve tops cut differently than ponchos?
They are exactly the same. Exactly the same. Which is why we tried to get rid of the kimono sleeve tops, because I'm like, why would anybody buy a kimono sleeve top when you could just buy a poncho and do so much more with it? And there was uproar. So much uproar. People were like, but I want a top that's just a top. And I'm like, okay. I don't want to have to tie. I don't want to have to tie a knot. So they are exactly the same. And if you happen to have a poncho that you would like to turn into a kimono sleeve top, all you need to do is sew these two seams together on this side and on this side. And then it is exactly the same piece.
It's exactly what you wanted and more.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks soft.
It's very soft. So earthy. Different shades of earthy browns and blacks.
Beautiful. Wow.
There. So again, we are looking at full price. Let me double check. Full price kimono sleeve tops. So this one here is different shades of blue and purple.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's got this lovely like graph print.
That's so sweet.
In the background. And then at the bottom here, we have our greens and our oranges, and the purple really shows up down here.
You should show that with the dandelion pants. If you have Inkaberry, that would look really good with these pants. Or with this top.
Beautiful.
Like that look?
Yeah. So fresh.
Sublime.
Honestly, I reach for these pants all the time. They just add so much interest to like an already gorgeous silk top. Okay, this one. Ooh. Okay, this one is cardboard brown and black. Lovely. But what makes it super fun is that it has folk art, and it is indeed just folk art on the hem.
Oh, these are our little friends sitting around, hanging out.
Yeah, just some friends hanging out.
I remember these guys.
Do you think we should pull this one? I'm kind of feeling like we should.
Personally, just because this is the reason why the only reason that I instantly clocked it as Krishna is the pose with the flute.
Well, the flute. It's the flute.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Oh,
did I
you
do
passed
with
it. You passed it.
Which one was it?
Oh, nope. Keep going.
This one?
Yeah.
No, it's not this one, is it?
Yeah, Priya.
So there's cherubs and Krishna on the same one?
It's a crazy piece.
Okay. Okay, everybody. Cherubs and Krishna, really? Feel like there is a make up your mind happening here.
Who are you? Where?
This one is just an ordinary person.
I remember this sari. Do you remember? We had a couple pieces already in this sari. It was like this aquatic theme.
Oh.
So they must have had the aquatic theme with Krishna at the very end. So this is probably the last piece from that sari.
That is 100%
Krishna. Yeah.
Yeah, let's pull it. If you are an avid Krishna enthusiast, message us. Otherwise, I think for the safety of all of our participants, we're not going to do that to you. This one is blues and magentas, very pale pink and black. The blues are kind of like denim indigo colors. It's coming off as more purple, but it is more blue.
Corey says, I love that kimono-sleeved top.
Ooh, this is too soft. Too soft. Too soft. Teals and blues.
Wow. That is
It's like the perfect neutral.
Oh.
Because what can't you wear that with? I think I need to go back here so you can see the color though.
I don't even think you can show this color online. Like this is, Priya just moved it 5 different times and I saw 6 different colors.
Yeah, so it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 or 7 shades of blue and teal in there. And green. This is fun. Kind of reminds me, the daisies remind me of the 70s, but it feels like it's probably 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I find it hard to believe the 70s and 80s only happened 1 decade after each other. What a switch. The
Crazy switch. But think about documenting this decade.
I don't know how you would document this decade.
This decade, you would have to look at how much of an impact, like you'd have to use different rules for documenting this decade, especially in fashion.
I'm trying this one on. First of all, it is unbelievably soft. The colors are ochre, a very, very icy blue, burgundy, and gray.
I love this ribbon effect that it has. Like it looks like it's been collaged on, if you know what I mean.
Well, I like the juxtaposition between that icy blue and all the warm tones.
Or also the juxtaposition of pattern.
Yes.
If you think about it with the polka dots, which are so simple and whimsical, with this more intricate, like Bhuta, like traditional Indian
paisley pattern.
Paisley, yeah.
There it is with Uni. What's not to love? But I think it will also go really well with Dandelion. You can see why I keep reaching for Dandelion, right? Mm-hmm. Like it takes every beige and makes it golden. Love it. It goes there. Okay, just what time is it?
It's 9:25.
Okay, so we're going to fly through the rest of these. And then I have tunics with side ties. So Morag, you caught the right one. And then we have vests and baby dolls. Yeah, we have to fly through these because then I think we're going to go to vests and baby dolls. I don't know. Morag's here. No, we're definitely going to do side ties.
Gonna have to do side ties.
Okay. I think I've shown you this fabric before. Stunning blues, grays, pinks, and blacks.
Kimono-sleeved tops, right? These are all wobbies.
Tops, and they are all
wobbies.
Yes, wobby. Yes, wobby sabi. Okay. Beautiful. Teal, purple, a little bit of pink in there, and the other side looks like this. Remember, this is one that only can be worn 2 ways. This to the front, or this to the front. Ooh, nice. Beautiful, kind of like a turquoise color. It's a little bit of green in there with shades of soft orange coral, soft yellow, soft green. Very soft. And the fabric is also very soft. Ooh, love this. Really nice. This one, the fabric has a texture. The texture is woven right into it. So you do feel the texture on the sari. Background color here is a pale pink, almost somewhere between a cardboard and a pink. Then we have oranges, different shades of blue. We have teal and red. And on the red is polka dots. Pretty.
Ooh, love this one. Wow.
Okay, this one might match Tarako.
Definitely will match Tarako. That is a stunning piece. Gorgeous.
Definitely Tarako, guys.
The right, perfect.
If you were looking for a Tarako match,
like a very artistic Tarako match.
Yeah, gorgeous.
It's so beautiful. What a
so this one has grays, brick reds, yellows. Actually, all the colors that we got in. If you have vinaigrette pants, there's your vinaigrettes. If you got Orta pants, here. If you got Tarako, here. If you got Echo, there. If you got black, there. Anything I'm missing? Oh, dandelion. And brick red, uni. It's everything. It's going on my pile. Priya's picks. Okay, different shades of purple. Oh, okay. Purple on this side. And again, we're in Kimono-Sleeved Tops. And on this side, we have all the blues. Beautiful. So these are teals. Teals, purples, browns, dark ochres, and cardboard. Oh,
a loose cannon.
Yep. She goes here.
She got excited.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
love this. It's probably the same fabric.
This is Wabi Sabi. Is that where we are? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Monday, Tuesday for sure, guys.
Cool. Morag says it's 9:25 a.m. in Bangkok right now, Wednesday morning. Sabina says on CBC Radio this morning, talked about good news in the world. You can subscribe for Angus Hervey, fixthenews.com, or his podcast for all the good things happening.
I need that. So could you?
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, this is beautiful. So beautiful.
This is so Mira.
It really is.
So
just joy.
Mira.
Joy in a piece of clothing. Beautiful.
That's Morag. That's beautiful. And those are your colors.
Look at that.
Oh my God. There's another one.
Here, look at the colors on it. Black.
So,
wow.
Okay. This is kind of hilarious, but I have a mini skirt that I was sewing that basically was our Sorry Not Sorry scraps. I had sewed into squares and then I was putting ribbon around it. Now imagine that with this piece.
Yeah, it'd be stunning. Okay, this is another one. This actually has this color right here is vinaigrette.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks more brown.
Oh, beautiful.
Is that vinaigrette? No.
Well, I think that's Nochi, right?
Yeah, that's an old
Looks great with Nochi if you have it. He has a TED Talk as well, says Sabina. Jennifer says, I love how you thought through pulling that sari and how your guiding questions are based on protecting your customer, thoughtful integrity.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't want to set you up for anything that you don't meaningfully want to participate in. And I think, you know, we do have a knowledge of what the gods are. And I can tell you, most Indians are going to say, wow, you know about Krishna? Let's talk about Krishna. But there are going to be some people who like to participate in cancel culture, who will just want to shame you, even though there's really no reason to, especially if you didn't know it was Krishna. Right?
And we don't want to set you guys up for that just because we thoughtlessly want to just sell you something because you're interested in it.
Yes. Yeah. That's not right. We're big believers in karma here. That would just come back to bite us in the butt somehow. Yeah. And we don't want that to happen. This is, you know, this reminds me of Light Bright as a kid. Doesn't that look like Light Bright images?
It does.
It's your Light Bright dream come true when you created something on the screen.
What you've always wanted.
I wish I could wear this beautiful flower that I created. Well, now you can.
Um, yes, so bright, says Morag. Corey says agreed, and 100% says Judy. Yeah.
This one's beautiful, by the way. I love, 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 love those colors right there. And that's it for Kimono-Sleeved Tops. Now, we have so many wabi-sabi side slits.
Long tunics with side ties.
Long tunics with side ties. You said it's 9:35.
It's 9:31. I said it's 9:25.
You know how usually I'm like, yeah, no problem, I can do it?
You got really excited by that nice shrug.
I did. I spent a lot of time on shrugs. Okay, guys, we're going to do it, though. It can be done. It can be done.
It can be done.
Mm-hmm. We're going to take a water break, but now we're just going to go. Okay, these are long tunics with side ties. They have a V in the front. They have a round neck at the back. They fall here about at this level. They're very easy to tuck in if you want to blouse them out because they're made of silk, so they don't really add any extra bulk. A lot of ladies will tie up these sides on both sides or sometimes just on one side to add a bit of asymmetry. This is another piece that I wanted to get rid of, and I got so much feedback saying, no, we love this style. And one of the reasons people love this style is that we don't have a lot of styles that have a cutout sleeve. A lot of them are just a straight arm. And some of our slimmer ladies find that having that cutout gives them a little bit more definition.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we kept the style. So this one is black, burgundy, and red, and very soft. This one's going to go fast. So this one, the designs are painted on, and the silver is shiny, the gold is matte, and then on the other side, she's just polka dots.
Such a cool piece.
Yeah.
Insanely cool piece. Like, this sari is incredible.
Like, I could see myself wearing this literally anywhere with anything.
Grocery store.
Well, even
gala.
Under a jacket.
Massey Hall.
Massey Hall.
From Fortino's to Massey Hall.
Did I already tell you guys the new Massey Hall story?
No, you said it to... You didn't say it to us. You said it personally.
So, for those of you who... I think I did. I must have said to you guys. Okay.
I don't think so.
So, I was going out with some friends. This one is kind of like a very, very pale gray and black. You would think that it's white and black, but it's not pure white. It's just slightly off pure white. So, I was going to a place that was near Old Massey Hall. And somebody said, oh yeah, that place by Massey Hall. And I said, New Massey Hall or Old Massey Hall? And they looked at me like I was, had horns growing out of my head. And they said, there's no such thing as New Massey Hall. So, ladies, if you know what New Massey Hall is, please write it in the comments.
Especially if you grew up in
Toronto. If you grew up in Toronto, you will know what New Massey Hall is because you'll have lived it. Because I then spent a whole lot of time proving to myself that I wasn't crazy. And I'm not. And you're not either. So check. This one is teals and purples.
It brought up a really interesting conversation, though, about some people feeling like you have to prove yourself to some people because their default is to
criticize.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I think it's very easy when people criticize to take it personally and be like, they're trying to prove me wrong. But sometimes they're just thinking their thoughts out loud. And not
looking at a tone.
Well, and what's that word that we've been talking about a lot? Over when you look after other people's emotions, overfunctioning.
Overfunctioning.
They're not overfunctioning. They're like, this is a legitimate question I have. But yeah, I think you're right. If you don't have the appropriate tone, it can certainly read differently. And that's where it's important to assume good intentions. Unless somebody is actually saying, and I think you're stupid, don't believe that they're trying to tell you that you're stupid.
No, I think that you kind of do get the sense of somebody, and like sometimes it can be uncomfortable to have awkward conversations, but it's better to just communicate that, where you can just say like, is this what you meant by your tone?
Or can you explain a little bit more what you mean by that? That's what I've read, is that when somebody inadvertently puts you in a position where they seem to be insulting you, but it's almost a microaggression, to ask for clarity. Or this is what I understood. Is that what you intended?
Yeah.
But it just feels like so much conflict.
Heather asked Roy Thompson Hall.
Yes, exactly. See, people know.
And Corey said, it's been a long time since you've shown one. Perhaps try one on.
Yes, I can do that. So yeah, did anybody else figure out it was Roy Thompson Hall?
Think they call it the new Massey Hall after the renovation.
So what happened was, because I did have to spend some time researching this so that I wouldn't think I was crazy, is Massey Hall in Toronto, the old Massey Hall, used to be the home of the Toronto Philharmonic Orchestra. And then it got a new home in Roy Thompson Hall. And so people referred to their new home as the new Massey Hall because they associated the Toronto Symphony Orchestra, TSO, the Toronto Symphony Orchestra with Massey Hall. So the name ported with the orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
So people called it New Massey Hall. And then it was officially named Roy Thompson Hall. But if you were part of that little period of time where the transition was happening, it was Old Massey Hall and New Massey Hall.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm going to try this on. This one is a crepe silk, very, very soft. It is a shibori dye, which is a Japanese dyeing technique. The color is lots of shades of blue.
Ooh, I love this deep blue.
Yeah,
this is that Paros blue.
So many blues, actually. But definitely the Paros. There's even that purpley color, lupine.
Yeah, it's
in there.
Ultramarine blue, not a Klein blue, but very darn close.
This is beautiful. So this is how it looks if you just wear it, like not even doing a thing.
And this is a crepe one.
This is a crepe one. The difference between a crepe one and a Georgette one is that, of course, the Georgette is going to be more sheer. So if I were to raise my arms up, you would see that there's an outline of my body, which can be a little bit more slimming. If you are looking for something that you don't want to have to wear a whole lot underneath, i.e. not wearing a camisole, then go with the crepe. And then some of our ladies will just tie knots here, like this, on one side or both sides, or some ladies will do a French tuck. I tend to do a French tuck, kind of like that. But this is what they look like. And you can either wear the round side to the front, or you can wear the V to the front. What are the ladies saying, Shefali?
What is the brand of shoe that
I'm wearing?
You're wearing, Priya, with the buttons.
So it's a German brand, and it's called a Vokes, V, like as in Volkswagen, but it's called a Vokes Walker.
I'm going to type that in for you guys.
I'll try it on the other way too. Really soft, guys. I hope you guys can hear it on the microphone.
Well, they can't because we have the noise cancellation.
Oh, you can't. It sounds really silky. And this is how it looks the other way around.
I can make the sound while you do it.
Watch that get cut out. Yeah.
They're like, guys, it went silent. 10 seconds.
This would be great with jeans.
Totally. Especially with all your new jeans.
With so many new jeans, guys. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So Shefali was asking me, actually, Shefali and I were talking because, as you may know, we have a person named, a store called Lady Luck Boutique. Lady Luck Boutique, who carries our pieces in Halifax. And she just did a reel about talking about how people are cleaning out their closets and getting rid of clothes that are gone out of style and don't fit. And I'm like, yeah. And then I went into my closet and I'm like, I don't have anything that's out of style because nothing is in style. It's outside of style. And everything still fits because I buy clothing that will grow with my body. So actually, I sent you some clips today because I kind of gave it some thought. But I've really forgotten what it feels like to outgrow a whole like basket full of clothing every season. It doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
And my body is changing. It's not that she's not changing. She is. I love this one too. So this is beiges and pinks.
So pretty.
This one here is earth tones, rusts, muted, a very muted coral and gray and cream. Ooh, love this. We've seen this before in blues and reds. And this time it's in oranges. Remember when we had that?
Yeah, I do. I love this fabric. So fun.
That's beautiful.
So different.
I think Corey has this one in the bright.
I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
Ooh, this one I think is Tarocco and Koi.
It's not Tarocco, it's too blue.
But it's Koi.
Yeah, for sure.
And then this one here, grays and yellows, browns, oranges. No yellows, browns and oranges.
But the cubular top would look great with Tarocco.
Cubular. Really? No, I don't think it would.
Because you know why? I think it would look good with Tarocco even if it doesn't match, because it would just look like pops of color.
Yeah. Like our new store. Okay, here's some more. Ooh, look at those colors. Now, are these Morag's colors?
I think so.
I think these are your colors, Morag.
This is bright morag.
Really
It's
bright.
intense.
I would call this tutti frutti.
Yeah, very tutti frutti. Does she like those patterns?
Florence? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Okay, this one is just blacks and different shades of brown. And that's it. Blacks and browns. On the sleeve, we do have a tiny bit of green and red and yellow.
Corey said she does in a kimono sleeve top.
I
in
thought so.
Primary colors.
So this one we've already looked at, I think. This fabric, teals, reds, and purples. And then this one here, oh, love that. Teals, rusty oranges, and beiges. That's really pretty. Okay, full price ones. There aren't very many, guys. So these are full price. So black with red red with black polka dots. Every shade of green and yellow and teal with a little bit of color, would you call that? Like a mustardy brown, dark mustard brown? There's a lot of colors. Honeycomb.
Honeycomb. And honeycomb is defined as a warm golden brown with amber undertones. So I'm actually trying that green piece on.
Which one?
The one that you just showed. Just because it's a Georgette, and I think it's important for ladies to also see what the long tunic with side ties looks with the Georgette, especially for someone who likes the style but just finds that the crepe is a lot of fabric. Because I have a long tunic with side ties and I love the Georgette version.
So you can see my arms, my arms through there. So this is the Georgette version. I'm wearing it V to the front. You can see that because it has the defined arm, there's less fabric in this area here. Again, the length, I'm short-waisted, but it still comes at its highest point. It comes just slightly below my crotch, and in the back, it covers my entire bum.
Okay, that's good to know, Morag. I will make an adjustment for next time.
What's going on?
Morag's saying the colors are not really coming through tonight.
Oh. Do you think it's the camera?
No, I've been playing around with just this light
instead of both,
because then I noticed it was so bright.
Yeah,
but I can bring that one back.
I think we might need to bring it back. Even I'm noticing that, like, when I get up close, I lose color.
Well, yeah, because the light is here, right?
So, like,
and then what I would do is I would put the box light before the camera.
Yeah, and I think that's why when I got close, I didn't lose it because it wasn't so directly on it. It was more filtered. Yeah, let's do that. It's a good plan.
But the sound is great.
The sound is great, guys. This one is one of my favorite pieces. It's extraordinarily soft. I know she's bold. She's just so pretty, though.
Heather said, lol at 50 Shades of Grey, Rhonda. What a silly movie. What a silly book.
I haven't read it.
You haven't read it?
No.
I couldn't even get through the first 50 pages.
So here's the thing, and you guys are going to say I'm a prude, and I know that.
But you are a prude.
And I am a prude, and I'm still going to say it anyways. I made the mistake when I was very, very, very young, like 8 or 9, I read Sybil. Now, those of you who are my vintage, oh yeah, I did, because I read way above my age, and I was visiting at my aunt and uncle's house, and they had a bookshelf, and I would literally read anything that came in front of me, and no one was really paying attention because they're like, she's reading, that's great. So I knew that it was a story about a kid. So I'm like, a story about a kid? This is going to be awesome. So I read that whole book before my brain was ready to hold that kind of information. And to this day, I am scarred by memories of that book. I cannot look at a button hook. And if you were in vintage clothing, you know what a button hook is. If you've read that book, it's a whole other thing. A baby grand piano, can't look at it. So many things that have been tainted because I allowed my brain to get filled with stuff it just didn't need to know.
So I too, as a child, was above my reading age, and I read a lot of books. And one of the first books like that I read, I think I was probably 10 years old or something. I read Flowers in the Attic.
Oh my God, mistake.
I read the entire series.
That's a mistake. That is brain taint. So that's why I thought there's no real reason for me to need to read this. And is it just going to fill my brain with stuff that is going to live in there? And does it really need to live there? And I just decided no. And especially for me, watching TV doesn't enter my brain as deeply as reading does. And I think it's because when I read, I'm a visual reader. So I create the stories in my brain as I'm reading them.
Me too.
So they really are embedded visually,
Because
and
you're
then
creating a visual
representation of what you read, right? And so then when I read really gross stuff, I'm actually visualizing really gross stuff. I'm like, I don't want you in my brain. You don't need to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I haven't read it. I'm just not grown up enough to be able to compartmentalize that stuff.
No, it's okay. It's not worth reading. It's not even, as Heather puts it, it's not even literature. It's literally just smut. And there's nothing wrong with reading smut. If you're a smut reader, enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, like I've read a few novels that kind of talk about like, sensuality and romance, or, whatever they want to describe it as. And I think there are better ways to write about those things.
So I have read The Story of O, for those of you who think that.
Oh, okay.
You read it?
No, I actually haven't.
Okay, so I have read it from a literary point of view. I also read Lolita from a literary point of view.
I see.
But they didn't have that edge of violence to them. Like, I think that there are elements in, I don't know for sure, but in 50 Shades of Grey, where there's almost like a dominator and a submissive.
Well, that's what BDSM is, right? Yeah.
And I don't like that. That falls into one of my trigger points is bullying, and that is just way too close to bullying. And doesn't matter how much consent there is, I'm like, no, not okay with me. I'm not ready for this. But I did read, like I said, I read The Story of O, which was a lot more emotionally manipulative than physically manipulative. I don't know. I'm not saying
with you, Priya.
I don't know. You know what? It wasn't a great read. It was interesting to read the genre, and that is supposedly a classic of the soft porn genre.
We try not to say that word on live stream.
Right. We don't. I didn't say
soft
that. Corn on the cob genre. But yeah. That's just me, guys. No judgment here. Have fun.
Beautiful.
So this one is a purple shibori dye. It has fabulous embroidery on it. It's super soft.
I'm so sorry, Heather. Oh, you guys are funny. I mean, it's not funny. We're all traumatized in the same way, which is kind of comforting in a sense.
Not itchy. Okay, what's going on?
So Rhonda said Sybil is about a kid.
Sybil is about a kid.
And Heather says Sybil was wild, ... LOL, ... OMG.
Yeah, honestly, I couldn't even imagine a mother being like that. Like, it literally, my child brain was not ready for that information at all.
Yeah.
And it happened again. We went on this one trip. We went on like a driving through the United States trip. And I read this book about this witch, this coven of witches, which I thought was going to be fun. It wasn't fun. Friends, it was not fun. It was 3 generations of horror inflicted upon women. And did I put it down? No, because I was 11 years old and I'm just reading like a fiend, still tainted by that.
It's good to know that I too had the same lived experience as a child. Rhonda said, I'm just reading Facebook now, and then I'll go right to Instagram because I see lots of comments. Rhonda says, OMG, yeah, Flowers in the Attic, something I can't unread. Heather said, I was young too, never the same again. I had successfully suppressed that until tonight.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, Heather. Rhonda said, I'm a smut reader. I call them sexy books.
What's wrong with a good sexy book? The issue is me and not being able to compartmentalize. And probably there's some buried trauma in there that's getting evoked by that. And I'm like,
me too.
This feels slightly deeper than it should feel. I don't know why.
Hitting a chord.
Yeah, this is hitting a trigger. I did
really uncomfortable.
Yeah. Honestly, there must be something wrong with me because I can't even watch porn. So clearly something in my childhood must have been tainted, because I watched that and I am viscerally, all I think about is those poor people. And I know, paid actors, having a good time, making their money, all above board. But in my head, I'm like, that just doesn't seem right or fair.
That's the scarlet can of worms right there.
What's the scarlet can of worms?
Is SW. We try not to say the words, but SW
I don't know what that means.
Is sex.
What did you say?
What is sex?
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be far worse than that.
SW.
Oh, people in the profession.
People in adult entertainment.
Yes. And I understand. Fully consensual. I get it. But there is a part of me, again, probably traumatized as a child, it hasn't unearthed itself yet, who just says, no, but that's not okay.
There is a lot of exploitation, right? As much as, there is the dark side of SW is a serious complaint.
Yeah, but I know it's me and not everybody else. And that's why I am not casting aspersions on anybody's enjoyment. I just know that somehow I've been scarred. It's not fun. For me, it's not fun.
Margaret says, don't waste your time with the gray, awful writing. Marilyn says, I'm a reader of murder and mayhem instead of acting out the real thing. LOL.
Yeah, seriously. I also like a good murder and mayhem. I also like, so it depends what I'm reading for. So Hannah gave me Hannah is my middle daughter. She gave me this book that's called The 3 Lives of Someone. Eva, someone, and she says it's amazing, and it's basically these 3 overlapping stories. I'm gonna love it. I already know I'm gonna love it. And then I'm also reading a Bones book, like from the TV show Bones. And I love it because nothing bad is gonna happen. People are dying, they're pulling insects out of carcasses, and I know everyone's gonna be just fine.
It's like watching Murdoch, though.
It is.
It's like Murdoch.
Yeah.
And Heather says, my, the things we learned. Marilyn, I so for that exact reason, says Heather. And Rhonda says, Sybil was about a person with MPD going through analysis therapy, integrating her history for personalities that split her childhood. Yeah.
Yes. But in doing that, you heard about her childhood. It wasn't good.
No.
It wasn't good, guys.
No. Heather says, it's okay, guys. LOL. No need to apologize. Rhonda says, Eve. Heather says, I feel you, Priya. I feel the same. Not for me. Others can enjoy, though. No judging.
Yeah.
And Rhonda says, the 3 faces of Eve.
No, it's not that, actually. It's not the 3 faces of Eve. It's the 3 lives of someone. It's a newer book. It's not a classic. And I don't know enough about it to tell you anymore, but I will.
Rhonda, Lorena on Instagram says hello. Thanks for the message, Lorena. And also, hey. Judy says, I've blacked out so much of that book. I was 12 when I read it. I believe she's talking about Sybil.
Yeah.
And Morak said, I was reading Agatha Christie and John Dixon Carr at 8 or 9.
Me too.
Books and started on my dad's murder mysteries. LOL.
I did too. The first book series I read, and I would say I started reading them in grade 4, and by grade 5, I had read every Hercule Poirot story by Agatha Christie, every single one. And that was by grade 5. And I didn't think it was a big deal. And then because I just thought, well, I'm just reading. And then I remember a teacher came in and there was a parent and she was like, well, how come Priya blah, 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 blah? Because I guess it was a typewriter and I was allowed to use it during reading time. And the teacher said something like, well, she's reading books at a university level. Most of the kids in the class are reading at a grade 4 level. So yeah, we let her use the typewriter. And up until then, I had no idea that was unusual.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I used to go to the library as a kid, I would read a lot of secret agent, like Da Vinci Code-esque, secret agent novels.
Those are always fun.
Yeah. Like I would pile them up, I would read them at the library and I would just look at them. And then I'd have a stack of those. And then I have a stack of like my YA 15, 16 age group ones. And I think I was 10 at the time. And then I would go home and I would flip, read.
Yep. There was a time when I was in that bedroom in that house, which means must have been grade 3. I would go to the library and you were allowed to take out 15 books from the public library. I would take out 15 books. I would stack them like Beverly Cleary. Do you remember her? And I would have 15 books lined up and I would read a little bit of one and then I'd be like changing channels. I'd pick a different book and then I'd read a little bit of that one. And then by the end of the 2 weeks, I'd have that whole stack finished. And I think part of it is that there wasn't too much else to do.
Yeah.
Right? There weren't a ton of activities. This is beautiful, guys, by the way. Just beautiful. Just, you'll have to trust me that it's beautiful. But the other thing was, it was a really good escape. Like I think back then our lives were not the lives we give our children now, where parents are attentive, or parents were just like, yeah, the kids will grow up themselves. We just need to make sure they have food and water.
And no death.
Yeah, pretty much that's it, right? So I think that's why for me, books were a really safe escape to happy families where, Anne of Green Gables, all of that exciting, safe childhood wonder.
Yeah.
That wasn't really a part of my day-to-day life.
Yeah, I had a very lonely childhood. So books gave me companionship, like major companionship. So,
well, and you were an only child, right?
Yep. And my parents were older. So nobody
this is
wanted to
gray, guys. I know everybody's looking at it. This is a burnout velvet. It's gray. Actually, guys, I lied. This one is not a burnout velvet. It's a burnout silk. So see the difference? I think this is Devoré.
I thought both of those were Devoré style. Because Devoré is burnout velvet. This is burnout silk. Like it's basically applique style.
It's not applique. No, it's woven through. It's not applique.
Oh, it's not applique.
No, and it's not loose threads or cut thread work either.
I thought Devoré, well, they could both be Devoré.
Maybe they are. Maybe this is
just a technique.
Maybe this is Devoré satin and that's Devoré velvet. But that's what this is. So this is not a velvet. It feels like a velvet. Like it feels warm like a velvet. But if you actually look at it, it doesn't have like these. They called, you know what I mean?
Critters.
Not craters, but like little up and downy things. Like strands. What are those called?
Yeah. What is even happening right now?
You know what I'm talking about? Like velvet. Like velvet has the sticky up things.
Yeah. It's got like the follicles. Like not follicles.
Hair follicles. It has follicles. No, it's not follicles, but we all know what I'm talking about. We hope. Oh, isn't this the one that Corey was wearing?
Yes. And the other one was the one Gail was wearing.
Yeah, beautiful.
It was funny. I remember when I shot this,
feathers.
I held up the two of them and I said, which one do you guys want? And they always go, doesn't matter to me, Shefali. And then now they go, well, I think that one will go well with Gail's coloring. And I think that one will go with Corey's coloring.
I love how this has feathers on it.
And they always pick each other's pieces, which is
So for these pieces I'm showing you, many of them also have the matching vest.
Flocking. Oh, pilling. Pill.
Yes, pill sounds right.
And it is flocking. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at those squares. It is flocking.
It's really pretty. So what is that? Just that fully gold area?
Well, it's either embroidery or applique. Let's check. It's embroidery. So that is embroidered right in.
Beautiful. Judy had said Braden Candy. Heather said I'd see degradation. Dale said 3 Lives of Kate K. And Jane said the 3 Lives of Kate K as well.
Yes, I think it is. That sounds right.
It was good. I don't remember the full name either, says Morag. Excuse me. Judy said, get BritBox. Love BritBox, Judy. They have all the great British murder mysteries.
Oh, dude. Honestly, every time there's we go to the British section in Netflix because that's where all the great police dramas are and the murder mysteries and everything.
You would love BritBox, Priya.
I should get BritBox. Yeah. I need more BritBox in my life. Okay, this one is kind of a yellowy color on a slightly creamy beige brown background with orange and a tealy blue, more teal than blue, navy blue, and red and marigold.
So now that Mira and I live together, she did not realize how often I watch Austinian TV show classics. And once I fixate on a show, I will watch it the rest of my life 1,000 times. Mm-hmm. So today, I was watching Pride and Prejudice while making dinner, the 1996 version. With the Colin Firth breakout.
Yes, novel. Right, yes.
So I was watching that, and then I actually knew so many of them.
Did you really?
And I was saying them with the same tone and enunciation, and I just said out loud, "Wow, I could tell I really watched the show." She's like, "Oh, I know." She's like, "I've seen you watch it firsthand at least 8 times, Shefali."
Well, you know what I love about Jane Austen? Even if I don't read the whole story, I love reading any one of her sentences.
Yeah.
Any sentence, just the beauty of her construction. And you know what's funny is Goat has a cousin, I guess he's a cousin, but he's much older in India, who writes like that as well because he was British educated. So
Interesting.
yeah, so when he writes, it sounds like you're reading Jane Austen. And then we also have a customer somewhere out on the East Coast. Her name is Adele. When Adele writes,
That's true. Adele does write.
Adele writes like Jane Austen, and she's talking about whether or not a baby doll dress will match her Casbah pants. But I am literally reading Jane Austen in this letter. Life should be that beautiful.
It should.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is stunning. By the way.
So I also really love Jane Eyre, Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre,
yeah,
done in the 1980s.
Oh, who was in that one?
I couldn't even tell you, friend. I just watch it.
So the first time I was exposed to Jane Eyre was in university, and it was a women's studies course, and it was about the mad woman in the attic. And that archetype of if somebody's too much to handle, you put them in the attic.
Yeah.
And I often think about that with these clothes. Like, are we becoming the mad woman who deserves to be in the attic, or are we finally freeing ourselves from the attic?
Well, in an interesting way, and I always like, as much as I love Jane Eyre, I also find that she herself limits herself based on the box that people have put her in. Like when what's his name? Rochester finally, like, they finally decide, like, he proposes to her and she says yes. He goes immediately to the jewelers and he tries to get her all these things, and she's like, no, I am a simple, plain woman. Whereas I'm reading this going, Jane,
take the jewels.
Take the jewels, lady.
Ooh, colors in this one are stunning too.
Lorena says, George says, wow, Priya.
That could be for so many things that I.
Lorena, you have to elaborate.
I think it's probably Priya, you don't know what you're missing. And I concur.
And Sabina says, wow, those baby doll dresses and matching vests are so beautiful. They're gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
They're stunning. Corey says, love the Beezus and Ramona books.
Yes.
Judy says, Nancy Drew.
All the way. Bought a whole set for myself as a grown adult.
Hercule Poirot.
Yeah, Hercule Poirot. Love that guy. Hercule. How do you say his name without an accent? Hercule Poirot? Yeah.
Hercule Poirot?
No, it's Hercule Poirot.
And Judy says the best Pride one. Yeah, it is the best Pride one, Judy. I concur. And Judy says symptom anxiety. You rewatch things because you can predict the outcome. Oh, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
Guys,
I cannot tell you how Murdoch Mysteries is like it's comfort food for my eyes.
Same.
Sometimes it's the only thing that can put me to sleep.
No, same. It's the only, sometimes all I want to watch, even if I'm watching like Buffy or something with Mira, is Murdoch.
I can't actually go to sleep at night unless I've watched at least one episode of Murdoch Mysteries. And I sometimes don't even just watch it. Like, I'll be still doing stuff on my phone or whatever.
There in the background.
But it needs to be in the background because that means life is okay. Like, it's all the very predictable characters, but nothing too horrible happens.
So I started watching season 18.
Oh, I'm on season 17. I haven't seen season 17 yet. We got this dress again, guys. Is this the third time?
Third or fourth?
It's still beautiful. Not going to lie. I still love it.
But if you missed it the 3 other times.
That's right. That's right. You do get another chance.
It's a charm.
It's lovely. It really is. It's just strange to see the same one again and again. That just doesn't happen that often. And then I'm going to show you the Wabi Sabi ones. Okay, this one is just sky blue and black and gray.
And
these are Wabi Sabi. Oh, love this one. I took a picture in this one. Has a matching vest.
Morag says, and she was replying to Judy when she said this, my dad had this huge bookcase full of old murder mysteries, and I read them all. And Heather had said that green one is amazing. Lorena said books. Oh, wow for the books.
Wow for the books.
And Heather says, I rewatched the Priya show as it's all going to be good. And Morag said, third time's a charm, friends. That was the third.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, I could see myself rewatching our shows. Sometimes when I go onto them, this is fully embarrassing and I probably shouldn't be sharing this. But sometimes I go onto them to just see, did it film okay? Did the volume come through okay? And I'll be watching it and I'll catch myself smiling, this great big smile, like watching me and going, yeah, Goof, this is you. Like, How are you having all this happy? That's you. But I do feel like it just feels like. But yeah, kind of crazy. I love this with the flowers of my youth. The flowers of my youth are here, guys.
With the it's not avocado.
It is an avocado. That's an avocado. That's a lime green. The background
inside
is
avocado.
Yeah, this kind of color in here, this back one is almost like a sage. And then we have bright sky blue. And then here, some of the flowers have that kantha stitching on them, and that is French knots on the flowers. It's a beautifully constructed fabric and beautifully embellished fabric, but it's also really whimsical. And then what's that pink on the bottom? What's on the bottom? Ooh, beautiful things.
Really pretty.
Yeah. This way? Yep. Okay.
And Heather says, loved Agatha.
Yes.
And Rhoda says, I'm enjoying the Knives Out movies.
Oh, I just watched the latest one. I really enjoyed it. Really, really, really enjoyed it. Have you seen it yet?
No.
No, the new one's really
Yeah, I've seen the trailer for it. And Margaret said it's Peel as well. Velvet has Peel. Pile. That's what it was. Pile.
That's the word.
I just, I read Pile, but then I thought that might be wrong.
That's too easy.
That's too easy. It's
oh, this is beautiful. Did I already try that one? It's beautiful.
No, you tried a similar one. That was orange. The orange sheer one. And Morag says, I rewatch lives all the time.
Oh, that's so nice.
A dose of happy in a crazy world. Oh my God, guys.
It is predictable. Honestly, I could see it too. Like if I'm looking for something that is not going to trigger me at all, it's watching somebody hold silk up to a camera.
Also, like we should one day do like an archetypal trope where we like basically put an algorithm together of like all the key moments of a live. So at one point, like Shefali makes a really unhinged joke and Priya gets uncomfortable about a sexual undertone.
Didn't we do that with
Bingo? Explain it.
That's to explain her childhood trauma to everybody.
Then at one point, Shefali does a pairing that is so unlikely and Priya refuses to acknowledge it and then
tries it on
and then likes it really a lot.
And says, Shefali, why don't I trust you? You know what I'm doing.
No, Priya.
This is phenomenal. Like, it's just such a vivid green. This is Lily Pulitzer. Is that her name? Lily
Pulitzer?
I think. Yeah. Lily. I think it's Lily Pulitzer. She does a lot of this pink and green. Pretty sure it's Lily Pulitzer. Did that one. Oh, this is the one. This is Wabi. Those were Wabi Sabi. This one is full price. But the dress on this one, I think, is Wabi Sabi. We're almost done, guys. For those of you who have hung in there with me, we just have a few vests left.
Oh, Christine says, I rewatch the lives all the time. Oh, so
that's so sweet, guys.
Aww.
This is beautiful.
Sabina says, where do you ladies find the time to watch movies and TV shows? I can't seem to find the time.
Between 12 and 2 a.m.
That's literally the last time I watched a movie was 12 and 2 a.m. And then I've been exhausted the whole day today.
Yeah.
And also, like, I watch a lot of TV while I work and clean and do that stuff in the house because that's the only time I have time to, like, that's my I hate to say it, it's my relaxing time.
So I watch during anything where I'm doing something, whether it's brushing my teeth, putting on my makeup, doing the dishes, I usually watch, like, on YouTube, I watch the late night shows.
Yes, me too.
Just because I want to know what's going on in the world, but I also don't want to hear it too seriously. So that's my way of hearing it from somebody who shares my point of view.
Yeah.
This is unbelievably beautiful.
And then I usually watch Tea Time with Lindsay. That's what I watch before bed.
What's Tea Time with Lindsay?
It's history TV.
Oh, yes, you've shown us that. Yeah, that's really good. I would watch that.
Yeah.
So except I might get emotional. Like I'd be interested and it would get my adrenaline going to be like, oh, tell me more, which would be a problem.
You got to pick, like, who was buried in the Habsburg crypt.
Okay, yeah, that'll do.
Because that's what I've been listening to. And then Judy says, only downside of BritBox is you can't download and take it on vacation. So I'm saving Netflix and Prime for then. Negative 27 hours of flying. So I need suggestions.
Wow. Love this.
Or not negative, 27 hours of flying.
Again, so there's the color right there.
Yeah. Judy says, while I'm making dinner, I clean, I do work online.
Yeah. I unfortunately have realized that I have ADD. I knew I had it a bit, but I didn't know that I had it. I had compensated so well for it that I didn't really know I had it, but I've been reading because it shows up on my feed about it. And what I've realized is, like, Shefali knows this. There can be chaos going on around me if I'm really focused on something. Like, how can I explain this? If one person is trying to talk to me and there is one other sound in the background, I can't listen. Like, I can't listen to somebody talking and have the radio on.
She can't drive and listen to music.
No, can't.
And have a conversation.
No,
because then she'll start listening to the lyrics.
Yeah, I will. Everything comes in, not just the things I want to come in. But in a noisy room, I'm fine as long as you can't make out any one particular sound. So I didn't know that was ADD. Apparently, that's ADD. Getting anxious about little things, but being really calm with big problems. Apparently, that's ADD. What else have I read?
I thought that was just a trauma response.
Apparently, it's ADD.
See, I don't know, because sometimes I have ADD symptoms and other times I have, because for me, I listen to music all the time and I drive and I have conversations and I'm on the phone with you, and it's like the more noise, the better.
So when I was younger, it wasn't fun.
Okay.
I think as I've gotten older and my brain is more full, I just find it's a little bit harder to hold space for everything at the same time. Because I think when you're a teacher, you do learn to be aware of several things at the same time and be able to talk when stuff is going on. But yeah, I feel like I'm losing that skill. I don't know. Maybe it's an age thing.
Maybe it's life forcing you to
slow down. Smell the roses. You will smell the roses, whether you like it or
not. Heather says, mini vest is a person.
One cannot have too many vests, unfortunately, because they are too much fun.
I do like the way she posited that question.
I will end with this because this is the last one. So what I was noticing when I was going through my closet to see, would I get rid of any of this? I wouldn't, because I have pieces that I wore to my daughter's wedding that I know I will wear again. And when I wear it to that second event, it's like the meaning on that piece, the symbolism that piece is going to increase. So this is a piece that I wore to the wedding, and then I also wore it when I went out to downtown with my daughters for a fancy dinner, which is true. That is an actual true story about one piece that I've worn at least those 2 times. And now every time I look at it, even those 2 events were years apart, I'm like, oh, remember those amazing things that happened in this dress. So I kind of am glad that I don't have to get rid of things, and that, I can wait 2 or 3 years between wearings and they're still going to fit. Unlike some clothes, if you don't wear them out in the first year, you'll never be able to, because it'll never fit again. So I'm allowed to keep these clothes that are kind of like the symbols of my journey, and be able to reflect on them and build on them. So the clothing becomes more than just stuff. It's like a reflection of me over time, which is kind of fun, to curate the story of your clothing and the story of your life through the fabric that you wear without having to discard it because it stopped fitting. So that is the happy note I'm going to leave you guys on. We will see you again on Friday. We'll be showing you the rest of the pieces. Thank you so much for joining us. This was lots and lots and lots of fun. Sabina, send me those things, if you don't mind, that you were talking about on the direct messages. I'd love to look into them more. And I think that's it. Was there anything else I said I would show everybody?
No.
I will try to send you guys the picture of the fabric with all the yarn on it and how I use the fabric to help me choose what I was going to make for Granny Squared quilt. And that's it. Take care, everybody. See you guys all on Friday. Have a great rest of your week.
See you. Bye.
Bye.